soaking in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the 2020 NFL Pro Bowl on EA Sports. Coming up, the AFC, riding a 3-game winning streak, gets set to take on a hungrier group of rivals from the NFC. I'll check you again at halftime. But for the call of the Pro Bowl, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's the 47th meeting of the AFC and the NFC as they battle in the 2020 NFL Pro Bowl game. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
To throw on third down. Shaw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
The NFC offense heading back onto the field. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And Thomas has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's a carry for Saquon Barkley and the Giants. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The AFC offense making their way back out. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on 3rd down. Shaw, hard throw, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the NFC back out there. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. They'll try to run forward Barkley, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On the draw, this is Barkley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays Went in the wrong direction. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Shaw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
This is brought in at the 21. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Chris Jones on the stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw is Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Fournette running right. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. To throw on 2nd down. Shaw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Edelman. 3rd down here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's out to his running back, Fournette. 23 yards on the play. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shaw. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Shaw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun. Shaw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the AFC on the board first. It's 3-0. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Prescott from the gun. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check 31, check 31.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Two times.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Here comes the ball.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No 1st down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the NFC. Oh, and the AFC gets in to block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And they will take over at the 41 just outside of the 40-yard line. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
On the draw, this is Fournette. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The AFC thus far on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Shaw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st down, Shaw. He gets it to Humphreys. A nice pickup of 17 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun, Shaw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Shaw. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. An 11-yard touchdown. And the AFC adds on to their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out. And the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. And remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with an AFC touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense for the NFC back out there. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Barkley, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Chris Jones on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. There he goes right side. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play. And if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Prescott. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Prescott. And he finds Cook. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Barkley, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Prescott, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean 1st half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Fournette. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Shaw. He finds Humphreys. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Shaw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. From the gun on third down. Shaw. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
This quarterback now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. First and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
53, check 53.
To throw on second down. Shaw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
That's how we do it.
Or maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The AFC thus far on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third and 9. Back to throw. Shaw. The coverage good that time by the NFC defense. Brings up fourth down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth.
McManus on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from game. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Second and 9 now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it'll bring up third down. To throw on third down, Shaw. Dumps it off to Fournette. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Here's Prescott. Thomas has got it. Complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Now the NFC going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we reach halftime of the 2020 Pro Bowl with the AFC on top, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Prescott now. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And this is Cook with a grab. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Check right, check right.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Prescott off play action. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 41-yard line.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. Now Prescott.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points. Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The AFC offense now heading out for their first drive of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Shaw. It's caught. Humphreys. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing on first down. Shaw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Shaw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the AFC. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chomp into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Simon in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A quick throw here out to Brown.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Operating from the gun, Shaw. He gets it to Humphries. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle's going to be made at the NFC's 34-yard line. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, Shaw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Shaw. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphries. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle's going to be made at the NFC's 21. On first down, Shaw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Operating from the gun, Shaw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the right hash, this from 33. And McManus able to put it through. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So he's got another field goal, his 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
87's getting the ball. 87's getting the ball. Single.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They needed 14. They got 15 here on 3rd down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Prescott now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back